How many of y'all, how many of y'all have looked around at their leadership? What I mean by that is looked around at the people who were supposed to lead properly, whether that was parents, whether it was government, or, the school system, the teachers. And it was just like, uh-uh, that's not right. That's not how a leader's supposed to lead. And it just was so repetitive in your life that every leader that came into your life didn't fully do their submit to their role and play or do their role accordingly, sufficiently, effectively. That's because you were meant to be a leader. That's because you're meant to be a leader. You're meant to look back on all those leaders and where you felt like they went wrong, or what they could have did better at as a leader, as someone who was supposed to be leading someone or something, and it just was not right. It didn't turn out like you were just like, what? As you look back on it, this person was supposed to lead me in the manner, lead me in this manner. But it seemed like they led me to slaughter. That's because you're meant to be a leader. I'm gonna tell y'all one of my stories. I'm gonna tell y'all a couple maybe. My household. My household. When I was younger. Firstly, I significantly believe in matriarchal, the power of a matriarchal household, and the power that a woman has within her community, within her household, within her village. My mom never really took up the role as mother. A mother is someone who acts. A mother is a verb. Take action. To ensure that the offspring, the resources that were provided to her by the male, which was my father, were in good standing. Whereas my father, he didn't provide the resources. So he didn't provide. Okay, yeah, he provided. Yeah. He didn't provide like material. He didn't provide her material. She basically had to get out here and make it do what it do. While he'd cheat on her, and she'll go play tit for tat and cheat back on him. And this is what I've seen with the leadership in my surroundings. When you create a family, this is the way I view marriage. Once we lay down with somebody, this is the true marriage. Once we lay down with someone, and I've came to this realization on my own. My higher self downloaded this information to me years ago. After the fact, where I done did my things. Now I'm not perfect. I'm perfectly me, But I done did my things. I done did my fair share. But marriage is when you give yourself to someone intimately and y'all procreate. That's what marriage is. You gave your sacred space over to someone else. That's marriage. That's basically tying the knot there. You tied your DNA with somebody else's juices, whether it was with, protected or not. You still swapping. That's marriage. Um, okay, so and then once children are created, these children are your estates. You're supposed to be able to invest into these estates. Especially that man is supposed to provide the resources to the wife. To the wife. The wife is the woman. A wife means a woman. He is supposed to provide the resources to that wife so that she can maintain the estate. And I'm talking about even I'm talking about finances too, but I'm also talking about nurturing her, making sure she's emotionally sane, making sure she's mentally sane, providing for her needs just as well as her. And for some reason, those resources weren't provided. So that wife can do what she do, which we do. We create. We create from out of those resources that he provides. And we bring tenfold of what he provides. Same with leadership. It's the same with leadership. The resources that were provided or accessible for that leader that was in standing was not used very adequate or very effective. And so now you got a downfall of an empire. It's not even an empire at this moment. We're going to say an upside down empire because I can't think of another word right now. You're meant to look at those situations that you've been in where you felt like leadership wasn't thriving. It wasn't an empire like it was supposed to be. And you're supposed to take from out of that. Take from out of that and build your own empire and become the leader that you envision that those situations or people were supposed to be. And you're supposed to be the trailblazer. You're supposed to start the empire. You're supposed to build the foundations. Make sure everything is sturdy so that you can pass it along to somebody else. So I'm just hoping with this video you awaken to your power. I ran from my power, still am. In a way, I seen a video the other day, like this was like a week ago. She was like, stop asking for your damn power if you gonna run from it when it comes. I was like, I was like, excuse me. But you're meant to be a leader. You're meant to the visions that you have. That's only a small portion of what you're meant to succumb to and elevate and bring and build. So I'm just hoping. No, we're not hoping. as these words come out of my mouth, you step into your power. You embrace who you are. So we can get this done, y'all. Listen, listen. I can't even turn my screen around. But I'm just gonna hope y'all see this. Because I take everything as signs, okay? And I see a baby feather. And I'm gonna let y'all see. That baby feather there. As I said those words, we stepping in our power now. Become the leader that you're meant to be. So that we can create the empires, the healthy societies, the strong villages, the healthy children, the healthy mama daddy children, dynamics, the wonderful communication skills, the wonderful beautiful crops and harvesting on in the universe like we're meant to be, and ruling over the universe like we're meant to do, with ease, with in a healthy manner, taking back control of our roles, or not taking control, but I want to say taking control, because that's what you're meant to do. That's what you're meant to do. It's your time, and you're meant to, this is your role. This is your role. You're meant to wield. The systems that are in place, they're not working. We're waiting on you. We're waiting on me. So let's get to it. I love you. Peace.